I thought going into Sunday Night Football, and the whole time Sunday Night Football has been very mid, to say the least. Like, the matchups have been one-sided and not really entertaining. I mean, last week we saw Raiders and Steelers. I mean, you have that for the classic vibes, but that's not a Sunday night matchup in my opinion. This time, on paper, coming into the season, this was going to be a juicy matchup, but that unfortunately went away with the Aaron Rodgers injury, and now we got Zach Wilson, we got the Jets with all their drama against the defending champs. And it was looking like a blowout, 17-0 first quarter. Zach Wilson playing skittish yet again. But that Jets defense hung in tough. They forced a couple turnovers. They got a safety. We're seeing baseball scores out there, but nonetheless, the Jets came back and tied the game thanks to defense and Zach Wilson. Yes, he missed some throws. He had a chance to hit Garrett Wilson for a touchdown. But in that second to third quarter, that run, possibly some of the best football we've seen out of Zach Wilson. He's getting so much criticism, but after a while you just feel sorry for the guy, right? I mean, it's like kicking a dog when they're down. It's just, you're seeing him getting picked up by so many veterans, Allen Lazard, CJ Uzama, Randall Cobb, and they're just nothing but trying to bring this guy up after the entire world, even his own franchise, even his own fan base is ragging on him. And he's taking all that, handling with class. He's showing some growth, some accountability, something we didn't see that in the first 2 years. And I can be sympathetic to that because I'm seeing somebody take accountability. I'm seeing somebody say, yeah, I'm not making those plays, but I'm going to work to get to them. And finally, Nathaniel Hackett also put him in situations to succeed. We saw some bootlegs, some rollouts, and just also Zach making a couple nice throws. I mean, that touchdown pass to get them within 2 was a dime. Probably one of the best throws of his young career. And then he took the next play off a scramble drill to put himself headfirst into the end zone to tie it. That's heart, that's guts. They lost this game. This defense did everything they could to keep us within striking distance with this offense. They got 2 turnovers off of Mahomes, something you don't really see. And yes, Zach had a costly fumble in the fourth quarter. After 7.5 minutes left in the game, they did not touch the ball at all. But that's mainly because Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the NFL. He had 3rd and 22 and ran it for a first down. Ran it 25 yards. He is always pulling the Houdini axe. Running, extending plays with his legs, but not to run forward. He's running laterally, running backwards, whatever which way to throw downfield, because defenders, as great as they are on that Jets defense, can only stick to pass catchers for so long. They forgot that. Mahomes broke their back, broke their hearts time in and time out. The second one was the final nail in the coffin, ran out the clock, and the Chiefs go to 3-1. Jets drop to 1-3. But I think there is some encouraging signs here. The NFL is not about moral victories, but in therapy, I was taught to celebrate small victories. And I think for a guy and a team that's going through such trauma and hardship early, this is something to celebrate as a small victory, because this defense can go against this Mahomes-led offense, force 2 turnovers, get him in the game. You get the best game, except one bad play, really, from Zach Wilson that really cost them the game. This Jets team may not be able to get into the playoffs. I still don't think so, but they will compete on a better half of the basis. Maybe they're not doomed, like I said before, but I think this team may be better than what we thought and maybe scrap into the playoffs.